If you want to learn how to build these legs that is best used for the hollow backdrops, make sure to watch, screenshot, and save this video as I go over the step by step. So if you watched my videos before on how to make the legs for the backdrops, this backdrop has the same overall dimensions, which is 30 inches tall. The lower end of the leg is 12 inches, and the top of the leg has a 2-inch notch at the top. And the difference between the two style legs, as this one doesn't have a notch for the sandbag bracket and is primarily hollow, and instead these style legs have a 1.5 inch border throughout. And the easiest way I found out to mark this is while making the legs on the one board, you'll want to mark everything out in the beginning. And I did round out the corners, and I would highly recommend just marking the section where it will be extra material. Once you finish marking everything out, you'll then want to begin your cuts. And you will notice that I'm using a combination of the circular saw, and for the tighter corners I'm using a jigsaw. First, made all the straight cuts on the legs, and one important tip I could provide is to make sure that you're staying just outside the line, and don't forget to take your time. Once I finished making the straight cuts on the first leg, I then went ahead and cut the 2-inch notch, and then I just repeated the same process on the second leg where I used the circular saw to make all the straight cuts. And once I completed making all the straight cuts, then began to cut out the edges and corners with the jigsaw. And just be mindful that the jigsaw likes to bend in the corners when making a curve. So make sure that you are taking your time and not to rush the process. Once you finish cutting out the center core, I then would recommend giving it a nice thorough sanding, and you'll repeat the process till you have both. I did recently purchase this sanding tool that you can use with a drill, and it allows me to get into the tight corners. But let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Also, stay tuned for the next video where I show you how to install the legs.